Because I feel like the stereotype for Korean parents that immigrated to the States is that they put a lot of pressure on their kids to go to top schools. And you have some of that on your resume. I'm curious in terms of what those early years were like and why you decided to go to a boarding school at such an early age.
Absolutely. So what's interesting about my situation is that I have an older brother. He's 4 years older than me. And he did not take the same path that I took. So he went to public school in New Jersey through high school. He went to Korean school, 한국학교 in New Jersey. And as far as my parents are concerned, he was a much easier kid to raise. He wasn't very picky. He was always happy. He kind of followed the rules, and he had a plan for himself. I mean, he ended up going to study architecture at Cornell, right? And got scholarship offers. He was, in some ways, the son, the eldest son who was able to fulfill all those responsibilities. And I know you have siblings. So maybe you can relate to the idea that, one sibling will follow the conventional path, or maybe get married, have kids, maybe be a good Christian, whatever your parents expect of you. There's usually one sibling that can fulfill that role.
Sure.
And in my experience, typically the eldest has a bit more of that pressure because it's the first kid. All of the relatives have eyes on them. And so they're sort of the representative, the 대표 for the family. And so that gives me a bit of flexibility because he was already on that track, more of a traditional Korean male figure, at least compared to me. It gave me the freedom to be a bit more flexible. And the downside of that is I was not a typical kid. I did not like my school. I did not like the way my parents raised me, for example. I would see that my white and black friends in New Jersey would have sleepovers, would go to all of the fun festivals, the Halloween parade, etc. And my mom didn't fully understand or appreciate all of those social events or the value of those events. There's always be something holding me back. For example, she might want me to practice my cello or my piano instead of going to those events.